broken. So we can set our stop loss into break even. So our stop loss is on break even right now. And we just mark it with a red line again. So let's play price forward. Actually, price built up liquidity here, as you can see. So I will just keep my stop loss in break even because this is a liquidity and I don't want to become part of the liquidity. So let's just play price forward. As you can see, it's building up liquidity trend line actually, because here's liquidity trend line. As you can see, here's double bottoms or triple bottoms. So this is just a liquidity. We can expect a sweep of this liquidity and maybe reversal on this demand zone that created this push to the upside. So actually we can hop in a continuation trade here if you'd like to. So I can just mark out this demand zone. This is a really huge zone, but we can hop in a trade on the 50% of this zone. I will just use my Gambucks here. So here's the Gambucks. I will just place my position on the 50% of this zone, and maybe the 2 pip stop loss will cover. It will almost cover the zone. It barely covers it. So I will just keep it that way. So if you'd like to skip on this trade, you can actually do that because you are already in a trade from this point, from this demand zone. This is just a continuation trade. This is a scalping trade. I'm just showing you that you can scalp in a trade right here because it's actually perfect. Price created inefficient move to the upside, huge recovery after the demand tap, built up liquidity here, built up liquidity here, continuously breaking structure to the upside with inefficient pushes. So price has a great chance to sweep this liquidity trend line, sweep these double bottoms, triple bottoms, sweep this line. And actually the start of the whole order flow was this demand zone right here. So if you'd like to, you can enter in a long trade here, a scaling trade, a continuation trade, because as you can see, price actually broke this high too. This was a really valuable supply zone here because it created inefficient push to the downside, swept this liquidity, broke structure to the downside, and price actually broke through this high point and swept liquidity from here. So yeah, it has a great chance to sweep this liquidity and sweep this liquidity also and tap into this zone. So if you'd like to, you can enter in a trade right here and you can target the same zone just on the first trade. And this zone will be 1 to 13. This is 1 to 14. So it's 2 to 27 risk reward ratio if it tags us in. But it can also sweep you out of this trade and you can become part of the liquidity. So you have to risk it. You have to decide if you want to risk it or you have to decide if you don't want to risk it. It depends on you. This is a nice trade because it has liquidity line, as I said, broke through the supply zone, swept liquidity, inefficiency, everything. So let's see how it goes. Actually, price swept the liquidity, as you can see. Created more liquidity here. Created the third bottom. Let's play price forward, reacting on the supply zone. Okay, almost tagged us in. And right now we are tagged into the trade, as you can see. So, and did a huge recovery, huge rejection, as you can see. So right now we are in the trade. Let's see how it goes. It's creating breakout structures to the upside, as you can see, huge breakout structures to the upside with inefficient movements. So after this high breaks, I will set my stop loss into break even because this was the last high that pushed us, tagged us into the trade. And price broke through this last high point, so I will set my stop loss into break even. So the first stop loss in break even, the second stop loss in break even. So both of our trades are running without a risk. So if it hits break even, we will take no loss, we will take no win. So no profit, no loss on this trade. Also no profit, no loss. So we have 2 break even trades running. Let's see what happens next. Actually, I can play price forward. Okay, so let's just play price forward. As you can see, it's breaking structure to the upside. I will keep my stop loss in break even because this could be liquidity for this zone. So I'm keeping my stop loss into break even. If this high breaks, I will move my stop loss. Let's see what happens. Price is creating more upside movement, more breakout structures. And as you can see, price broke structure to the upside. And this broke structure to the upside happened from this candle. As you can see, this was a weak high because it couldn't break below this strong low. This was a strong low point because it changed character here, here, here. So this is a strong low point on the 1 minute structure. And this is a weak high point because it couldn't break below this strong low. And this weak high has been broken and the break has been happened from this candle. So I will set my stop losses just under this low. Okay, so both of our stop losses have been placed here. Maybe it's locked in 10% profit. Let's see what happens next. Price creates more breakout structures to the upside. As you can see, building up liquidity actually. As you can see, this is liquidity. This could be liquidity for this zone. So I'm keeping my stop loss just below this low point. Let's see what happens next. Price is building up more liquidity, as you can see. So here's liquidity on the upside, here's liquidity on the downside, double taps on the upside, liquidity trend line on the downside. I still keep my stop loss. Let's see what happens next. More liquidity, and TP hit. Okay, so that's all. Both of our trades, both of our positions did hit TP. So the first one was 1 to 14, yes. The second is 1 to 13. So overall, we booked 2 to 27 risk-reward ratio in just an hour. So we booked 27% in just an hour. This is the power of the scalings. That's actually, if you didn't want to enter on the second trade, you just booked 1 to 14 risk-reward ratio and 14%, which is still perfectly fine. 14% in just an hour is incredible, right? We can all agree on this one. So, okay, this was the third example. Thank you for watching.